Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark.
If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to another episode of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. For those of you familiar with 5th edition, please keep in mind that all of our players are playing a custom class called the ClockTower Agent. We also play with a lot of house rules in our games that we as a group collectively enjoy. We explain these rules as they come up, so if you're just joining us, you may need to listen to previous episodes just to clear up any confusion. Hope you enjoy this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. As the three of you sit in the ClockTower, Jaeger, your memories of Sam that you are holding desperately onto seem to become easier to grasp as you sit on the couch. Reagan and Rock, your memories of Sam seem to slowly be returning to you, as if for a moment it is a gift, only to quickly turn into a curse as the two of you realize that he is gone.
Sam?
As Jaeger's words echo through the ClockTower.
Did the snake just kill him?
Fucking snake. That fucking snake took Sam.
I thought we couldn't...
I thought we couldn't die.
I thought we couldn't die.
He was supposed to be here.
What do?
We go back. We go back.
We have to.
I don't hate easily. I'm going to skin a snake.
No, I get that. Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
Do I recall seeing the necklace in...
Yes. Okay. And roll either a history or perception check.
22. History.
As you are remembering that, and your memories are returning to you, you think there was something next to the necklace that you didn't really take notice of because the necklace caught your eye so much. But as you're thinking back to it, especially with the couch sort of aiding the return of your memories, you remember seeing Sam's pocket watch entangled on the ribs as well.
Is Reagan's face as horrified as Darby's face?
Yeah. Reagan is slowly looking more and more shocked.
Reagan, what is it? You look even more distressed than we are.
Jaeger's been fucking pacing the room this entire time. Sort of like he's looking underneath couches. He's looking behind the chair. He's looking behind the hourglass.
I mean, the only thing that's different is that there is the map that you guys had previously on the table.
He's gone. He's gone.
Reagan, what is it?
The snake has Sam's pocket watch.
Jaeger's hand kind of goes to his chest pocket where he keeps his and feels it. Sort of just takes in the ticking.
And actually, interesting detail, none of your pocket watches are ticking currently because none of you have touched the clock face yet. And before touching the clock face, none of your pocket watches tick.
Do I recall if the snake had his weapons?
You didn't see them, but you're not sure.
If something else has his pocket watch, then I don't know where he could be.
Wait. Is that what it is?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if he's not here, we have all died at least once, right?
Ron
Yes.
kind of fucking bodied us, to be fair. Yeah.
Yes. We have always come back.
Does that mean he's not dead?
I don't know. I don't know if he's in the pocket watch or if the snake has him. Like I don't know. Literally, this is our third or fourth mission?
So we lose the watch and what? We just stop?
Maybe because he took the watch, Sam's just stuck there. Maybe he's just stuck in the world now, and we just got to go back and get him. Doesn't mean he's gone.
Reckon, what do we do?
Go see if we can get our friend.
Let's go get him. Rock's gonna go up, touch the clock face.
All right. Do all of you go through the mirror?
Yes.
It's not long before you're able to find your way through to the city of Durann. And you remember from where this map started you that you'll actually need to go to a different entrance of Durann in order to exit on the path that leads you to the snake. However, as I'm guessing you guys are not this time partaking in the party that is going on that night, sort of with purpose, walking through the people, stepping away from most people. However, Reagan, you notice a familiar sight as you see a big, sort of burly adventurer man leaning up against a post, looking down at a person with blue hair who looks so uninterested as the man continues to be like, yes, I've been on many adventures. I'm quite impressive to me and my friends, of which I have many. And the person with blue hair is just completely not paying attention, and you feel the same weight in your pocket that you always do whenever you look at that person. The same way you felt about Lawrence, the same way you now feel as you look at Lily.
This time I go up to Lily and say the correct name. Lily, right?
Yes. And they look confused as hell because they have no recognition of you. And they look at the guy and they look to you and they go, can I help you?
Would you mind talking to me for a second?
And they look at the guy again and they go, yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I have to go. And he goes, that's fine. I completely understand. Take care of your business. I'll be here when you return. And he flexes slightly. And they go, okay. And then they step off to the side with you, Reagan, as Rock and Jaeger, you two see this a little bit from a few steps away as you pull them off to the side.
Hello, you might not know me. I'm Reagan.
Okay. Is something wrong?
We've lost our friend.
Oh, I'm sure they're not gone. They've got to be somewhere. They probably just got whisked away by the party.
I take the ClockTower coin out of my pocket and hand it to Lily.
Lily looks confused and goes,
This is for you.
Thank you. And as soon as it touches their hand, Lily's eyes go from confused to focused, and the expression that Lily was wearing drops completely, and a devious smile creeps up on Lily's face, if it is Lily's face. They say, you seem distressed. How terrible it must be for you. Can I help you? Do you need something answered?
Yes, please. How do we get Sam back?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you lose him? And they smile again, as if they know very well the answer to their own question, before continuing. I guess since I'm obligated to answer your question, I will say this. Sam lost the game. Sam fell into the fog. And Sam now belongs to the creature who does not play by this world's rules because it's not from this world. In order to get Sam back, you have to beat that creature at its own game. And I don't mean riddles. That creature hungers for knowledge. That's all it does. That's all it wants. So give it something that it wants more than your friend. And maybe it'll give him back. Maybe it won't. But since your question is how do we get Sam back, I'm going to answer with beat the creature at its own game. I think that's an honest and fair answer to your question. Don't you? And Lily looks like up into space, basically, and says, don't you? And then turns back to all of you and says, bye. And a haze goes over Lily's eyes, and they refocus as Lily goes, I'm sorry, I spaced out there for a second. You said you were looking for your friend?
Yes. Oh, but I think we might have an answer on how to find him.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I could help, I think.
Thank you a lot.
Okay. Bye.
I go back to my party.
All right.
What did Lily want? Or what did Lily tell us? Pardon, I'm a little stressed.
To beat the snake at its own game. And since the snake likes riddles, I guess that's a good one.
We just need a good riddle.
No. Knowledge. We need to find something that will provide the snake knowledge.
What? We just give it... We have to entice it with something that makes it smarter, and it'll just give us Sam back?
Okay. Rock looks like visibly distressed. He's kind of sweating a little bit. He goes,
Rock, roll a perception check.
well, let's see if Mr. Rock bad rolls can roll something good. +1. I'm at a clock tower dice.
Okay.
The original roll is a 6.
Okay.
If I'm lucky, I get a 4. I might get a 10. And no, that's not even gonna. I don't know. Well, you know what? Why not? I never even use these anyway. It's a 4. I got a 10.
You, with a loss of trying to figure out any sort of anything to give this serpent, you look around and you stare for a while at the giant statue in the middle of Durann that is depicting of the stranger giving the knowledge of the forest down to the founder, Durann, when they were a young child.
Okay, so thought process here. I got two divergent thoughts kind of going on, screaming at each other. One, if that thing has the pocket watch, I don't know if he's able to like access it, but I feel like that's a hefty bargain to try to find something to get that back. So that's bad. 1, 2, that statue, right? Durann was the kid or dude, city, birth. The stranger gave the knowledge.
There's like a few passersby who are like listening to the shit you're saying, and they are just mesmerized. They are like into it. They're like, yeah, man, keep going.
Stranger gave knowledge to tiny boy man, maybe boy man, I don't know, Durann, knowledge of the jungle forest. So
this guy's on one. Yeah, I like where he's going. Keep spitting it, dude.
So my thought process is maybe if we go find the stranger or Durann and gain that knowledge, maybe that's a worthwhile trade.
I feel like the first thing that happens is Jaeger and Reagan both have to stop having their mouths be agape.
Am I making sense?
True.
Sort of.
Okay, that's helpful.
Like, I feel like you're like circling a rim somehow here.
The stranger
Nah,
gave...
man, I think you were onto something good. I don't know who you guys are. Hey, I'm Derek, and this is Jacob, but like...
Get the fuck out of here!
They look really sad, and they both like look at each other, and then they like go, "Come on, man!" And they both turn around and leave. And several people in the city look over at your guys' direction from where the loud sounds are coming from, and they all look displeased, and they go off about their different ways.
Okay.
Jaeger, calm down. Now is not the time to make enemies.
Sam's gone, and I don't know where he went.
I know. We're all worried.
Something tells me this is the town you don't want to make enemies out of.
I'm sure everyone would just like to help.
I called him a weakling, and he hugged me. We need to find him.
Okay, we got it. My thought process being, the snake has a lot of knowledge right now. The only thing I can think of that would even match that knowledge would be whatever exists in this town. Whatever this stranger gave to the city was knowledge. So, I don't know, he's gonna start looking around frantically. He's like, is there a king? Is there someone I can talk? I don't know this town well enough. I'm panicking.
Can I grab somebody from around?
Surprisingly, for some reason, a lot of the people of the town aren't coming near you guys.
I dart my eyes at Jaeger.
Weird, right? I don't know how. I'm gonna go find somewhere to relax.
Wait, I have an idea. Does Rock have any recollection of the really nice vendor?
Yeah, definitely. You know how to get back to the jeweler.
I'm gonna look at these guys who I know someone that might give us some knowledge who hasn't been yelled at. Follow me.
I'm just gonna wait here.
I'm gonna pat Jaeger on the back
All right.
and walk with Rock.
And the two of you head into the city of Durann. It is, as before, at the height of its partying and bustling as people are going here and there and exchanging all manner of gifts. And when you go over to the stall, the first thing that catches your eye is the necklace that he gave to you is no longer on your neck. It's on the stand.
I'm gonna walk up to him and immediately just start saying, "Excuse me, sir. I love the work you've done here. Please."
Thank you.
And take off my hat and I go, "Take this."
I appreciate that a lot. Here, pick anything you like, please. Take one for your friend as well.
I was actually, could a gift be knowledge instead of a tangible thing? I have a question about the city that I believe you could answer.
Oh, are you new in town? Of course.
I am very new in town. I would love to know.
I've lived here for years.
The statue in the middle of town.
Oh yes, the founder's statue.
That's the wise man, the stranger, giving the knowledge of the jungle to...
we call them the traveler. And they came from distant lands, and they came and they gave Durann the knowledge of the jungle.
I wanted to know, just out of pure curiosity, was that a tangible piece of knowledge? Or was that just words spoken down to the leader of the city?
Oh, like a history book?
Yes, I'm curious how one man can receive that knowledge and build something so beautiful. It must have been written down in some way.
As I was told, the knowledge of the jungle wasn't a book or a story or passed down in any way that you could tell from one generation to the next. In fact, a lot of people don't know how the knowledge of the jungle created the city of Durann, only that Durann did it, and that we have this wonderful jungle where everybody works together to keep everyone lifted higher than anything they've known before, and any other city in this entire world. The city of Durann and the jungle of opportunity is truly unlike anything else in the world. And a lot of us believe in our hearts that is because of the knowledge of the jungle, but I couldn't tell you what the knowledge of the jungle is.
There are no worries, my good man. Please, gonna take off his jacket, make sure he puts his pocket watch in his pocket or something as he takes it off, and hands the man. Goes, I have one more question. I don't feel right asking you without a gift.
Fine, I'll answer any of your questions. You don't need to
you are such a sweet man. Who is Durann run by? The people, or is there some form of hierarchy?
Well, we all kind of work together as a sort of group, and we take it in shifts to make sort of electoral decisions. And we work things out as they come up. The decisions of the city are made by popular vote, and anything else that isn't is handled on a local level.
There's no form of city hall or anything like that? It's just...
No, we all kind of have built this city up around the statue.
All right, well, thank you, my good man. It's been a pleasure. I hope you have a good rest of your celebration.
Well, I've had a great one so far, but thank you. You enjoy the celebration as well. I'm glad that you have visited on such a time as this, on this wonderful day.
Yes, thank you. And Rock's going to turn to Reagan and go, God, I hate doing that voice, but it makes me sound much more official. So everything seems to be centered around that statue, big statue. My brain, which doesn't usually go to great ideas, goes to immediately the knowledge might be in the statue.
That was my first thought as well.
All right, cool. How do we break open a giant statue in the middle of a celebration?
I say we first go look at it.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's why you're the leader. Do you remember what the statue is?
It's in the center of the town. Yeah.
Oh.
We walk towards the statue.
Noted. You, again, see the statue of the stranger giving the knowledge of the jungle to Durann. And in the statue that is mostly made of stone, there is a glass orb that is supposed to be the depiction of the knowledge of the jungle being handed down to Durann.
I want to try and touch the orb.
Well, it's pretty high up, so you would have to start scaling the statue.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how tall the statue was. I'm
gonna say the orb itself is about 12 feet up.
Oh, that's easy. Just get on my shoulders. I'm 6'6". You're 6'3".
And I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
Done. Hey, Rock.
You are definitely getting some looks from the people in town.
Does Rock notice the looks from people?
I think Rock specifically is way more focused on trying to support Reagan on his shoulders. Because you're kind of holding Reagan's feet
I got it.
Do I care? No, I don't care about any of the looks.
Good note.
I'm gonna reach and I guess I don't really have to reach, do I? I just reach for the orb.
You are able to grab it, and since it is, like, for the big statue, supposed to be about the size of a baseball, to you it's about the size of a basketball, but you put your hand on it, and as you, like, sort of lift it up, it does come free of the statue.
I don't remember saying anything about lifting
sorry.
it.
Let me roll it back. You put your hand on it, it is cold, and it feels as if there's something moving inside.
You said it looks like glass. So I should be able to see through it?
Yeah, theoretically. Are you gonna try and, like, look closer
I'm gonna
into
try
it?
and look.
As Reagan gets his face closer and closer to the orb, you see inside of it what looks like a thick smoke. However, at the center, it looks like there is a single circle. It looks like it's flat, spinning in a sort of wild, haphazard pattern. And as you look closer, it looks really familiar because it looks like the coins that you give to Lily and Lawrence.
Did you find it? Did you get it?
Yep, and it looks familiar. I don't really want to grab it. Yeah, you know, like smuggling the knowledge of
Everybody
the city
now
doesn't
is
seem...
there's a sort of small crowd around you guys.
Do I now
Looking at you guys, and nobody yet has really, like, said anything, but they're all watching. They all, like, there's a few people, like, that are lifting a finger up as if they're gonna speak, and then they kind of stop and they, like, turn, like, well, they're not doing anything bad. And that seems to be the general feeling going throughout the crowd.
Does Rock now notice the people, or is he still trying to
You know, you're kind of like, all right, I think I got a handle on this. And you look around behind you, and you see that there is definitely a crowd of people around you.
Reagan, I have an idea.
Please tell me.
How good is your balance?
Yeah, I also want to know, that's pretty good. And another guy goes, yeah, this is pretty impressive.
Yeah, how good is your balance?
Is it fine?
It would be dexterity.
Dexterity, let's...
He's gonna, like, yell up to you. Start dancing. Start dancing. It's a celebration.
Done. Reagan kind of waves his arms.
Reagan, roll a dex check. Rock, roll a strength check.
Can it be with athletics?
Yes.
13.
Oh, that's not bad.
Right.
It's not a great dance.
That's, you know what, that's fine.
It doesn't need to be.
Reagan probably is not a great dancer.
Here comes the agent of the bad roll with a +2 because of athletics. Gonna add a clock tower dice to that.
Okay, I believe that's
This
your
isn't-
last one.
Yep, but it's important. Also, never get to use these anyway, so sure. 10.
You are struggling. You're like sweating bullets. Your knees are like wobbling, and like it feels like your core is on fire.
But am I holding up?
Yeah, it's really hard to do. You are right now like. It looks like you're about to just collapse, like just like accordion fold on yourself.
Grab the thing? You want me to grab the orb?
Dance! Get them on your side and then grab it!
And like Reagan is doing a little bit of a swaying back and forth dance, and every time you sway, Rock staggers a little bit as he struggles to hold your weight, and like your hands get dangerously close to knocking the orb a few times because you're that close to it.
Yeah.
As you're like dancing, and Jaeger, from like the end of the street, you can see a crowd of people around a very tall Reagan for some reason, who is kind of flailing his arms around in front of the statue, and you're not sure what's going on, but you're kind of, yeah.
Jaeger's in a mood already. He's not gonna approach because he feels like if he approaches, it's just gonna make everything worse in the first place. He's not in the right mindset to be helping anybody out with anything. So he's just gonna sit there and stare. And like as he's staring, like every now and then, like every 4 or 5 seconds, he'll just blink and cock his head to the side, sort of like a confused dog.
We see Reagan start to sway to the left, and Jaeger leans his head to the left, and Reagan starts to sway to the right. Jaeger's head slowly starts to sway to the right.
And no one hears it, but you can just see him mouthing, "Why? Why?"
Rock's
It
gonna
doesn't make any sense.
Rock through like weighted breaths, and like obviously he's about to completely fall apart. Is grab the orb, and then we'll just wing it. Grab the orb. I can't do it much longer.
I like stretch to kind of hit the orb off and catch it.
Okay.
Like make it look like an accident.
Roll a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Nah.
If only you had someone who specialized in illusions.
14.
Oh, that's a first roll.
I'd like to
Disadvantage
add
means
for that.
roll again and take the lesser of the 2 rolls before Jaeger adds a clock tower dice. And also, Reagan's not currently within 60 feet of you.
Ooh, you're right. Dang it. Never mind.
9.
Okay, you can still yourself add a clock tower dice.
I was just gonna do that.
You can do it.
do it.
Good luck.
11.
You do knock the orb off of the
No,
statue.
no.
Unfortunately,
I do not.
you do not catch it. You try to catch it, but you don't, and it shatters on the ground. And the small coin that was within it skitters across the ground and slides into the crowd, and none of them seem to notice it, and everybody just stares at the broken orb.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, Reagan.
No.
We got 2 options right here, bud. We got 2 options.
Can I yeet myself to the coin?
And the crowd collectively goes, "Oh." And then one guy comes up and goes, "I think the 2 of you are done with your performance. It was very nice. However, I think it's over and you should go enjoy the rest of the festival." And everybody goes, "Oh." And they all look very displeased and saddened. And one person goes, "Get the broom." And they go to just... Nobody does anything to you. You're not assaulted by an angry mob or torn apart. They're not really mad. They're
disappointed.
just disappointed.
No.
Rock immediately, just like without breaking, just goes and like takes Reagan off of his shoulders. And as soon as he like struggles to put him down,
Roll a strength check there, buddy, and a dexterity check there, friend.
Great. Thanks for that. You're
welcome.
gonna drop me on my face.
to be fair, you did that in front of the crowd. 11.
Nice.
10.
You guys fall.
Yeah.
Rock collapses and Reagan hits the ground. Your knees hurt. Take 1 point of damage. And you also take 1 point of damage from collapsing. However, right in front of your face, Reagan, there is a small silver coin.
I would love to grab that coin.
You grab it, and as you pick up the coin, at first, it does not feel like it's yours. However, as you look at it, you realize that the carvings seem not wholly different, just slightly different. And as you turn it in your hand, the backside looks exactly like your coin. And as you turn it over again in your hand, the front side looks exactly like your coin. And you have another clock tower coin.
I'm going to stagger to my feet, saying my apologies.
There's like hardly anybody around. Like, they're not really looking at you. One person, like, comes up by you and goes, "Excuse me," and just like sweeps the pieces of the broken orb up.
Rock walks up behind you and goes, "Apology accepted."
You dropped me.
You weigh a lot. It hurt.
To be fair, you are very tall.
Oh, what did...
Let's get back to Jaeger.
Okay.
The two of them return to you, Jaeger.
Jaeger's face is just so confused as he's just staring at the two of them like it's very much like that, like his head's still tilted to the side. He's just staring as they walk up and he just goes, What was the point of that exactly? What?
To get the knowledge in the orb. I will not be talking about it again.
It was a good idea and thought.
Okay. Can we save Sam now?
What was the coin? What did you pick up? It just looked like a coin.
It looks like the coins that we may be handing to Lily. And he shows his party.
What kind of looks at it? Looks at the coins, goes, why would we give him a coin?
Sorry.
No, you took the words right out of my mouth, Jaeger. And don't know if is a word, but I feel the same way. So we give that coin to Lily/Lords, right?
We have in the past.
And they answer any question we have?
Yeah.
Questions that... And he kind of gets a little closer. He goes, questions that we don't know?
Yes. At least the way they seem fit in answering them.
I think we should head to the snake. Are we in agreement on that?
Yeah, if this doesn't work out, I'm killing the snake. Just put it out there.
That's fine. I feel like as long as you put out, hey, I'm going to kill this thing before you kill it, it's pretty okay.
I will say that Lily, or whatever alter ego of Lily, did say that it was not of this world, and it did know where we were from.
So it might be a bit above a weight class.
I nod.
Good news, if you can call it good news, is that if it's not of this world, it does fit the criteria of missions that we've been on. So if we get Sam back, Jaeger, you might get to kill the snake.
Let's go, boys.
And all of you return after days of travel deep into the jungle of opportunity to the unknown chasm where the serpent dwells, and you all stand on the ledge as, rising from the fog, the serpent, made of prismatic scales and light, appears again to you, and it says, "It's good to see you again."
As the snake comes up, I'm going to put a hand on Jaeger's shoulder as like a confirming, not yet, without saying it.
Jaeger's gun is on his back.
Are you ready to answer more questions?
First, we'd like our friend.
Oh, that is unfortunate. You see, your friend failed my test, and so now belongs to me. Him and all the knowledge that he ever had, or the possibilities of knowledge he may gain later. It's mine.
We offer a trade.
Oh, do you?
We do.
The serpent weaves over to you and says, "I'm very intrigued. Many people like to play games, but very few people like to make deals. Except for one that I know of."
We have something that we think may be worth more than our friend.
Oh, do you? Do tell.
Rock looks towards Reagan.
He pulls out the coin.
You hear a low chuckle that echoes throughout the chasm and seems as if many voices chuckle with the serpent deep beneath the fog as it goes, "What use would I have of a coin? That payment is not for me."
It is not monetary.
Oh, I know. I know of the coin's uses. But as I do not have the messenger, there is no reason to pay for a message. Now, if you were willing to trade a messenger, that might be a far more intriguing bargain. That's right, boys. And a look of realization sets upon Jaeger, Reagan, and Rock's faces. And somewhere, in the distance, we see a blue-haired person sweeping up the remnants of a shattered orb in the center of the city of Durann. Hey, Ellie again. Thank you for listening. As always, I'd like to thank our producer, Who's, at who's.music. And I would also like to thank our sponsor, Alpha Lupine Images, for donating the equipment to help us make more content with better quality. Thank you to Darbii, Cal, Parker, and Trent for their great performances. Thanks again for listening. If you want to know anything else about ClockTower, like where to contact us, other episodes and projects, maybe you just want to join a giveaway, you can find all of that on our website, clocktoweragent.com. Again, our website is clocktoweragent.com. We release bi-weekly, so episode 12 will be out on all platforms on Friday, November 27th. Until then, time's ticking. See you in the clock tower.